So the sensor that we are going to use is BJ100 DDT. It is an NPN type sensor. It is a diffuse reflective type, 100 mm sensing range. So we are going to check demonstration on Autonix BJ100 DDT. It is based on diffuse working principle. The sensor will not require any kind of reflector or receiver on the other side. Emitter and receivers both are built into the device. The device has two potentiometers on top of it. One potentiometer is for the sensitivity setting, and the second pot is for setting up whether we want to operate the sensor in dark on mode or light on mode. On the device we can see there are two LEDs. There is a red color LED and there is a green color LED. The red color LED is for operation indicator, so whether the sensor is triggered or not. Green color is for stability of the sensor. So this sensor is having an infrared light, hence we won't be able to see any light in front of the sensor. We can see the sensor's face. Okay, it basically has two windows for emission of the light and reception of the light. Then the sensor has been wired up to an SMPS here. First two terminals of SMPS are 0 volts and the second two terminals of the SMPS are 24 volts. Brown color wire from the sensor, I have wired it up to the positive 24. Blue color wire from the sensor, we have wired it up to 0 volts. Black color wire, we have commoned it up into this common terminal, as well as the wire has been connected in series with this LED. Cathode terminal of LED has been connected to this black color wire. Anode terminal of this LED, anode side has been, right now I have kept it open to show you the working principle of the sensor. It is having an NPN type of. That means if the sensor is not triggered, the black color wire will be having an floating voltage. So I am measuring this voltage on the multimeter. The output of the sensor, if not triggered, is in floating state. So this is neither 0 or this is neither 24. It is just floating in between. But when the sensor gets triggered, we can see when the sensor gets triggered, output becomes 0. So the sensor is ready to sink in the load current with this 0 in. So when I connect the other side terminal of this load to 24 volts, we can see it is showing right now 24 because the sensor is not triggered and the load voltage is coming and stopping till here. When the sensor gets triggered, it will receive 0 and the current will flow through the sensor, sinking in and activating the load. Now let's see the demonstration of using this, of how to use the sensor with an sensing object. I'm having an paper cup with me. As per the manual, the sensing range of the sensor is still 10 mm. Okay, but this sensing range, we need to configure it as per our application and set it up. So we need to first set the object correctly into the sensing range as per our application, and then tune the sensitivity knob from min to max. Okay, and set the sensitivity. Similarly, we also need to tune the second knob, which will be like dark on or light on based on application again. So right now in the application I have set the sensor light on dark on switch to light on mode. So sensor is right now in light on mode. Sensitivity knob has been kept in between, and we can see green color LED is on. That means the emitter is emitting the light stably. When the light is not received by the sensor, we can see operation LED is off right now. Red color LED is off. So the sensor is not triggered. That means light on mode is a mode in which light should be received by the receiver of the sensor, which triggers the sensor. So if I bring in the object within the sensing range, the diffused light is going inside the sensor and receiver is triggering the light on mode. Light received by the receiver and it is triggering it. Same way, if I remove the object, there is no object in between that can reflect back the light to the receiver, and hence the sensor is off. Exactly opposite is the dark on mode. I am setting the sensor now to the dark on mode. So in the dark on mode, we can see without any object in between the sensing range, operation LED directly turned on. You can see output turned on. Okay, that means dark on mode is a mode in which if receiver does not receive light, receiver is in dark state, output will turn on. That is dark on mode. If I bring any object within the sensing range, okay, we can see within the sensing range when I bought the object, okay, the receiver received the light, but this is a dark on mode and receiver receiving the light, hence the sensor turned off the output. That is how light on and dark on mode basically operates. In simple terms, it will be like a normally open type of application or a normally closed type of application of a photo sensor in your respective case. So you can select based on your normally open or a closed state, or in case of photo sensors it is called as dark on or light on state. You can tune your application. Now I am again triggering back this sensor to light on mode. Once you decide light on dark on, next stage will be your sensitivity adjustment. So you keep your respective object that needs to be set into the sensing range. In our case it is from till 10 mm. So within this 10 mm distance, I'm keeping randomly the sensor is at say 8 mm. Okay, and then you can see the sensor is still in triggered state, but you can adjust your sensitivity as per your application. Okay, like from min to max. Let's see what happens. So I am triggering the pot towards minimum sensitivity, and we can see in the minimum sensitivity range, okay, the sensor is not able to sense my object. The key over here is to make sure your object is in sensing range, your stability indicator and your operation LED both should be on, okay, with respect to your dark on or light on mode. So if you want to set an object, set it at a particular range, adjust the sensitivity enough, slowly enough that your operation LED as well as the stability indicator both are on. That is the correct setting at which the sensitivity should be adjusted for your application. So we can see at 9 mm, 9 centimeters exactly, my object is being sensed properly. Okay, if I remove the object, the output is off. At 9 mm when I keep, my stability indicator is also on and my operation LED is operation LED is also on.